Okay, we're going to get started. People, welcome everybody onto our call tonight. And can I just ask everyone just to take a moment and double check or triple check. Make sure you are on mute. If you go on your computer screen, you'll see the little microphone. You can just make sure there's a red line through it. If you're like me, I'm on my iPhone. It should be on the bottom left-hand corner, and just make sure you click it so that you are on mute, because we don't want to pick up anybody's background noise. Also, like Ro just said, there is speaker view, and that's probably where you want to see it. You can look at gallery view to see who else is on the call tonight, but speaker view will show you who is speaking and what's being talked about. So I'm going to introduce our leader tonight, Ro Melnikov. She is our local leader. She is the National Marketing Director. Ro also has a BS in nutrition and an MS in holistic health. And I can say this with honesty, being that my daughter is a nurse and I know several doctors, that she probably knows more about nutrition and holistic health than most people in the medical field because of those degrees. She loves helping people improve their lifestyle and their health. And anybody who knows Ro knows she loves to laugh, especially at herself. So at this time, let's welcome Ro. Thank you.
Well, welcome everyone. I just love helping everyone learn about the power of plants and eating food that loves you back. So often people do not even know what fresh food really tastes like. So I hope that we inspire you with some brief education that will help take you into the next level of health. Don't forget to mute your lines, guys, because when the noise comes on, what happens is we see you, like we're seeing Amy right now. So that's important. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go to my slides. All right, we're excited you're joining us to learn about the Shred 10. Shred it, live it, share it. Shred it for 10 days, live it by continuing with your health journey, and feel free to share the Shred 10 with others. The Shred 10 is a jumpstart program that we hope will transition into a healthier lifestyle. You will learn about aging and the power of plants, cellular rebooting and detox, filling in the nutritional gaps that we all have in our diets. The Shred 10, your New Year's start, that's what I would call it, right? You're going to hear stories of transformation. And if you stay on to the end, you're going to hear about free materials. So do stay on to the end. So why do we have a need to do something like the Shred 10? There are two startling trends in our world. Wouldn't you agree that we are living in a chemical world? We're all being bombarded by toxins, which is leading to all kinds of health problems. Unless you're living in a bubble, those toxins are everywhere. We are breathing them in, we are putting them on our skin, they are on our lawn, in our pool, and we are even eating them. And how about our food quality? Wouldn't you agree our food quality is decreasing? We can't even pronounce many of the ingredients in our foods. This creates a need to detox and rejuvenate, and that's what the Shred 10 is about. Let's talk about an important topic for many people, maintaining a healthy weight, because we know that excess fat contributes to over 20 different diseases. Remember the toxins we talked about? Someone needs to mute their lines there. Well, our bodies can't handle the onslaught of toxins, so it protects our organs by trapping the toxins in fat cells. The good news is this keeps the toxins from roaming and causing havoc in our bodies. The bad news is that fat cells expand and can cause weight issues. When you burn fat in the wrong way without proper nutrition or over-exercising, the toxins are released into the bloodstream, which stresses the body. So your body very smartly goes into fat production to once again enrobe the toxins, protecting vital organs and fat returns. It's a vicious cycle. There is a better way. The safe and healthy way to lose weight is to allow your body to cleanse itself by removing the toxic load and adding clean eating, especially fruits and vegetables. Now you are shredding fat and assisting your liver so it can do its job and cleanse the toxins. Weight loss is easier, quicker, and leads to a more permanent weight loss. Eating more produce is the best way to get the nutrition you need to be healthy, but we don't always find the freshest vegetables in our grocery stores. By providing vine right produce right outside your back door, or with our Tower Garden home right inside your home, makes it convenient to eat more fresh, nutritious food. With our Tower Garden, there's no weeding, tilling, kneeling, or getting dirty. Assembly is easy and it fits almost anywhere. Growing some of your produce with the Tower Garden will not only save you money, but you will enjoy the most flavorful produce. So how can we eat enough fruits and vegetables, to make this possible? The truth is we can't. We need help. And one important part of the Shred 10 is to add the Juice Plus Trio capsules and Juice Plus Complete Shakes to your diet. It's like flooding your body with 45 fruits, vegetables, and berries every day. It's not a substitute for the real thing, but it will definitely bridge the gap as you try to eat a lot of plants during the Shred 10. This is powdered produce. You'll add 2 fruit, 2 vegetable, and 2 berry capsules, and you'll drink 2 Juice Plus Complete Shakes every day. All right, let's talk about willpower. It's not true that some people have this and some people don't. Willpower is actually a function of your blood sugar. Think about a time when you skipped a meal or you were too busy that you just forgot to eat. You all have those days, right? And then you want to eat anything in sight. Here's why. It's called glycemic index. It is the rate at which sugar enters your bloodstream. As we all know, sugar should enter your bloodstream slowly and give you sustained energy, complex carbs, or sugar can rush in and spike your blood sugar like you see in the taller blue curved line. This is what happens when we eat empty carbohydrates like bread and crackers or boxed foods. There is a spike in blood sugar, and then it comes crashing down, and an hour or 2 later, you need a nap, but not before you raid the pantry. This also happens when we skip a meal, or first thing in the morning when we wake up on an empty stomach and think, we have to have caffeine to wake up. The black line shows what happens when we eat a low glycemic meal with fiber. So any sugar enters the bloodstream slowly, like with our complete shake that we'll talk about. Then our blood sugar is stable, and it makes it so much easier to avoid, bad habits and food addictions. This is the zone of willpower. And you might find, you lose your junk food cravings. This is why the complete is such an important part of the Shred 10. Now, I mentioned our Juice Plus Complete. Well, that's our smoothie mix. It's low glycemic, so it stabilizes the blood sugar. It also has 13 grams of plant protein, as well as broccoli and radish sprouts, pumpkin, pomegranate, and spirulina. And the complete has 8 grams of pure plant fiber per serving. It has a prebiotic that helps to keep your digestive system healthy also. So, you can use it in many ways. I almost always have a shake for breakfast, which starts my day great. And I love it mid-afternoon when I want a snack. I look forward to it. If you have kids, you can use it as a pre-workout drink before, a soccer game or a dance class. I often used it as a school snack with my boys when they were younger. All right, let's talk about another component that is necessary for good health, and that's our omegas. Now, why is it necessary to take in omega fatty acids? Because they're necessary for good health. They actually help with preventing heart disease, stroke, and reduce our risk of developing diabetes, inflammation, and other diseases. The problem is our body does not make them. We must consume them. This is why our company provides this unique product with not one, like many companies, but rather 5 omegas. If you really commit to the Shred 10 guidelines and the Juice Plus products, you will start to shred the food toxins and habits not serving you well. So here are the Shred 10 guidelines. For 10 days, you will add more real food, things like fresh vegetables, whole grains, peas, beans, and you'll add Juice Plus Trio capsules, meaning the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry capsules, and our shakes to support this. We really want to encourage you to eat clean during these 10 days. This will give your body a break from digesting heavier foods, and it will also reduce inflammation and free the body up to cleanse and rejuvenate. You'll drink plenty of water, try to sleep 7 to 8 hours each night, and exercise most days. We don't specify what kind of exercise, but you want to move your body. You'll eliminate gluten, okay? Gluten is in many products, but believe me, there's lots of gluten-free products out there. Dairy, yes, your cheese will go, but it's only for 10 days. Caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugar. And we'll encourage you not to eat after 6 o'clock to give your body a chance to rest, digest, and eliminate the toxins effectively. Now, if you're pregnant, nursing a child, or an elite athlete, you may make accommodations with that 6 p.m. rule. If that time is a problem for you, we recommend not eating 3 hours before going to bed each evening. Here are some of the most common benefits reported in just 10 days. Craving more fruits and vegetables, that surely is a good thing. Would you like to have those results? I sure did when I started. Today, I can honestly say I'm living with them with health and vitality. A huge part of why the Shred 10 will work is because you're adding Juice Plus as that nutritional support piece. Juice Plus has been studied all over the world for the past 27 years, and it's the most researched nutritional product on the planet. We have 41 medical studies proving Juice Plus is therapeutic for us. Once you order your Juice Plus, you'll receive the Shred Guidebook. It's a wonderful ebook that will provide 10 healthy meal ideas, over 15 shake recipes, snack ideas, and this guidebook will explain these guidelines in detail, like why no gluten, why no dairy, or not, eating after 6 o'clock or at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Now, there's no calorie counting or food deprivation or a complicated formula to follow, and Shred 10 is safe for the whole family. You will have access to a short video that was created by the biologist that created the program. As a matter of fact, she's credited with finding a cancer gene. So she's very, very bright in creating this program, and it works. It's effective. You will receive suggestions and encouragement on a customer page from February 1st to the 10th, and we will continue with health tips, recipes, and lots of healthy information thereafter. Now, this slide says you'll receive the Shred 10 cookbook when you finish the shred, but I think you will agree it will assist you during your journey. So we're going to throw that in too. At the bottom of this page on the right, it says you will want to do a maintenance program for 4 months or more. Personally, like I said, I live it every day with health and vitality. You will want to too. And don't be surprised when you know that you want to share it with others, because when you find a good thing, you just cannot help yourself. Juice Plus is so simple and affordable. All of the other Shred 10 resources are free when you order your products. The basic package is approximately $90 a month. You will receive a 4-month supply of omegas. You will receive a 4-month supply of the berry blend, and you will receive a case of our complete smoothie mix, all of one flavor, or you can have a variety. The premium package is $3.67 per day, or $110 per month. You will receive our fruit, 4-month supply of fruit, a 4-month supply of vegetable, and a 4-month supply of our berry capsules, along with your selection of our complete smoothie mix. The Shred 10 package is $4.67 per day, or $140 a month. Now, what you get with that package is you get a 4-month supply of the fruit capsules, a 4-month supply of our vegetable capsules, a 4-month supply of our berry capsules, and a 4-month supply of our omegas, and our complete smoothie mix. Our packages are less than most weight loss, healthy lifestyle programs out there, and you get so much more in terms of quality of products and support. We ship our capsules, like I said, in a 4-month supply, and our smoothie mix is shipped in 4 large pouches, 15 servings each, or in a single serving package. We ship it all to you, but allow you to pay for it in 4 monthly installments. All right, I am going to take down my slides now and stop my share. And I'm going to ask 2 ladies that have done the shred a few times over the years to tell their experiences. Carolyn Ellsworth is the first person I'm going to call on. Carolyn Ellsworth Canning. She's got a passion for people. She's been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. She owns a real estate brokerage. She loves yoga and dancing in her living room. And she's an absolute delight. That's why I asked her to come. All right, Carolyn.
Ro, thank you so much. And I appreciate what's been shared tonight, and I'm excited to be here. So I live in Rexburg, Idaho, and I'm married to my handsome business partner. We've been in business together for 22 years, and we have a daughter who's married, and then we have 2 teenagers. But my health journey began when I was 10 years old. So when I was 10, I got a little pudgy. And what I didn't know at 10 was that a lot of times you get a little pudgy before you get taller. So I started dieting because I thought that's what you did. And I dieted and exercised for many, many years. I have been on every diet, Nutrisystem and Weight Watchers and low calorie and no calorie. And sometimes I'd eat too much and try to make myself throw up. And when that didn't work, I'd go to the gym and work out for a long time. I was a gymnast, and I had a gymnastics coach who would always tell me, well, if you would just lose 10 pounds, you'd be a better gymnast. And she might have been right. But what it did was it created this weird relationship around food. So I started researching, and I started looking into, what does health and wellness really mean? And what I discovered is that I needed something. And 4 years ago, my sister introduced me to Juice Plus. And I'm so excited that she did, and that she took the time to do that for me, because she introduced me to a way that I could get raw, whole food in my diet every single day. And that it was so easy. It was like fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Like, what's easier than that? So I loved it. I started taking it and I loved it. And I wanted my family to have it as well. I have 2 kids, and they're both adopted, and they have some issues with texture and they've got some issues with not wanting to eat food. And I love Juice Plus because my kids will drink the shakes, and also because I know that they're getting nutrients every single day, and I don't have to fight with them about eating broccoli or about having asparagus, that I know that they're getting the wide spectrum of all those fruits and vegetables every single day. And what a beautiful gift. So we did the Healthy Starts for families, so my kids get it free. It's been amazing. But I'm a gymnast and I'm an athlete. I ran for 25 years, and I used to run about 8 miles, from 6 to 8 miles a day. But I was feeling like I was getting a little bit older, and I had a hysterectomy and I was feeling run down. And so I decided to do the shred. The shred was such a gift. I did it 4 months in a row, and I just did one last week as well. It was so amazing. I had more energy. I slept better. I had more energy with my kids. I wasn't as tired. I wasn't as impatient, and I was never hungry once. And I just flooded my body with whole food nutrition. And it was amazing. But what I loved the most is when I stopped running, I started doing yoga, and I wanted to be really flexible. So the shred actually helped with that. When I would wake up in the morning, my joints weren't so sore and my stomach wasn't as bloated. So I just want to share my screen here. And
Well, let me,
can you share?
yes, I can. Hold on a minute. I got the chat up. I'm trying to get that down.
No worries.
Hold on. Let me just see if I can get the chat down. I'm having a hard time just getting the chat down.
I can just.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
It's closing. Okay. Hold on a minute. There we go. Where are you? So I can share with you. Okay. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that.
I'm going to share my screen here. This is what I learned to do. And I can actually do it from a split position up into a handstand, just like that. And then I also learned how to do this. So I'm 50. I just turned 50 this year, and I can still do the splits. And that was really important to me. I just wanted to feel more flexible. I wanted to do yoga. I wanted to feel strong and amazing and meditate every day. And that's what I do. I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. I exercise, I meditate, I read my scriptures, I say my prayers, and I have so much energy. And I'm so grateful for the Shred 10 that it actually took. So Juice Plus is great. It's awesome. It's amazing. But the Shred 10 is just that little extra of taking your health to the next level. And I was so thankful for that opportunity to do that. So I decided that it was so amazing and the company was so amazing. You guys, I actually went to conference before I joined the company, or I was on Juice Plus. And I met so many amazing people, and we get to partner with doctors and health professionals and moms and athletes all over the country. And the business plan is amazing. That I had to join the mission because I wanted everyone to know that you don't have to fight with your kids about getting whole food nutrition. I don't have to fight with my husband. He doesn't eat any vegetables. It's in a capsule. We're like the Jetsons over here. We just take it in the capsule every day. And I know I have this peace of mind that everyone in my family is getting amazing nutrition. And I am so thankful for this opportunity. And because I joined the business, I know Ro. And we went to conference with her a couple years ago, and it was so much fun. You have an amazing leader, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I'm working on my split every morning. Oh, but I'm not down there like that. Did you see that, Elsie? Wow. You are fabulous. I'm so glad that I invited you. You really inspired me. And for sake of time, I'm going to move on because I have so many things I could say about you. All right, our next speaker is Elsie Gould Matthews. Elsie loves long walks, eating healthy, yoga, running, and 5K races. Elsie has a degree in marketing. She's a certified health coach, and she's a master herbalist and a yoga instructor, Carolyn. So Elsie,
Thank you, Ro, for letting me share. Carolyn, I'm a little jealous of those splits. I'm still working on mine. I have mastered the headstand, but the splits I'm still working on. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Ro, for allowing me to share. My name is Elsie Gould Matthews. I'm a certified health coach. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 3 and also a grandma of 3. And so over the years and after 3 babies, I managed to put on a few extra pounds, just a few extra pounds after every single pregnancy. And I also had a baby late in life, around 40, and things just didn't bounce back. So after 3 pregnancies and 2 C-sections and years of eating processed food and toxic foods, I was left with extra pounds and a lot of belly fat. I was tired, I was bloated, I had low energy, and I went to the doctor complaining of bloating and being lethargic. And I was told that my blood work was all normal, everything was fine. But I didn't feel fine. I didn't understand some of the changes that were happening in my body. But like most, you just think it's part of the aging process. So I found Ro, who introduced me to the Juice Plus products, and I decided to give them a try. And when the Shred 10 was first introduced, I was very excited to try it. Why? Because I was just tired of being sick and tired. I was tired of feeling lethargic. I was tired of being bloated. And I witnessed family members go down the road to disease and sickness, and yes, even premature death. And that was a road that I did not want to find myself on. I was no longer willing to put my health on the back burner, and I wasn't going to wait for a crisis before I took action. Diets didn't work for me. I would lose weight and then gain it back. And I want to add that the weight and the belly fat was not a problem for me. I was not an overweight kid. I was not overweight as a teen, nor was I overweight as a young adult. It all seemed to pop up around my mid 40s that I noticed in pictures. I always looked like I was about 5 months pregnant. And I wondered why I had so much abdominal fat and bloating. The doctors didn't seem to have an answer for me. In fact, I had even suggested to my family doctor that maybe I was allergic to gluten. And my doctor ran blood work and said, you're all negative for celiac, and offered no further suggestions. So after trying the Juice Plus products and the Shred 10, I had a lot more energy. I had better workouts. I had more stamina and better recovery. I felt so amazing that I started running at age 52. And now at almost 58, I'm excited to share that I've completed more than 55Ks, 4 half marathons. I also do yoga. I'm now a 200-hour yoga instructor, and I stay active with my 3 grandkids. I've done the Shred 10 many times, but I want to add, not once did I do the Shred perfectly, and I still managed to lose 50 pounds. Now, this is a program that really works. It's a great tool to help with lifestyle changes. My gut health is greatly improved. Looking back, I really had the classic symptoms of leaky gut, and now I have a flatter belly and a healthier gut. And I want to mention that also prior to Juice Plus and the shredding, I had a lot of food addictions to include fast food, soda, coffee, sweets. I crave sweets after every meal, which really is a classic symptom of sugar addiction. I now am cravings free. I know that cravings are real, and the shredding really helped me to overcome those food addictions. So I'm cravings free now, but well, sometimes I do crave actually fruits and vegetables. But I feel absolutely amazing. And I even got back into my bikini for a family vacation of a lifetime to Hawaii. Shredding is a valuable tool, and you can use it at any time just to get back on track after birthday celebrations, after holidays. And now I guess we can add in lockdowns and quarantine. And I must confess that after all of the above, I'm guilty of gaining back a few pounds. I developed a habit of enjoying boba tea a little too often. I blame this on my youngest daughter, who has a serious boba tea addiction. And I found myself taking her to get boba tea and indulging a little too often. And also being home on lockdown, maybe I indulged in just a little more wine than usual. I mean, anybody else, and I can't be the only one. But after all of that, I started to have some hip pain and arthritis pain in my right hip. And at the end of the day, I actually had difficulty lifting my right leg onto the bed. I had trouble getting up from the floor. My flexibility was becoming limited. I couldn't cross my right leg over my left leg because of limited mobility. And I couldn't do yoga because of the difficulty getting up and down from the floor. The amazing thing is I remember the Shred 10 rules, and the Shred 10 groups are always available in our healthy living community, and they're always there to welcome you back with open arms, with support and encouragement. And it's all free and available to you. So I just jumped right back into the Shred group to get back on track. That's what I did. And right now I'm doing a sugar detox, and I'm also following the Shred rules. And for 2 weeks I've been doing this, and I'm now pain-free. No more hip pain. I'm back to my pre-COVID weight, and hip pain has totally disappeared. And just a little secret I want to tell you, when you go to get your lattes and your boba tea, you can customize your drink and request less sugar or even no sugar, which is now what I do. So lastly, I just want to say I love the Juice Plus product so much that I decided to join the business and to help others with their health. I've learned so much from the wonderful doctors who continue to educate us on how to get healthy and to stay healthy. And I'm so grateful that I get to help others along the way as I grow my business and my income, and I have fun and live life to the fullest. So now, if we have time, I want to share a few Shred tips. Are we kind of short on time? Do I have a few minutes to share?
You have a minute?
A few tips.
Have another minute?
All right. So tip number one is intermittent fasting. It's actually built into the Shred. That is why the cutoff window is 6 o'clock. Now, one of the things that I always found myself failing at was not eating after 6, and I would have that late night snack. But what you can do is add that time into the next morning. So if you normally eat at 10, just push that back a little bit. So it's really just built in so that your body has a chance to digest your food. You know, you have digestion, and then overnight your body is doing healing. And then you start getting into burning fat. Now, the second tip I want to add is avoiding sugar. Oh my God, this is really a game changer. Not only did it help me with the pain, you know, the hip pain, it really helps to cut your appetite. So cutting your sugar is going to cut your cravings, and you're not going to feel as hungry. So it's really going to help you. And now I can actually cut my eating window at 6 and not want that late night snack. And I can even go the next day until noon. I'm not even really hungry, and I normally just eat around lunchtime. So you can have your shake then. This doesn't happen immediately. It takes, you know, it's over time. So the Shred 10 tells you what not to eat. And I just want to give you a couple tips on what you should eat. So you want to make sure at your meal that you're having nice, healthy fat. So be sure to include things like avocado in your diet, because that's going to fill you up. You also want to have some lean protein. Make sure you throw in the veggies. And for carbs, make sure you're getting nice, healthy carbs like sweet potatoes or quinoa, you know, things like that, not the junk carbs like bread. That's going to fill you up, and you're not going to be hungry as fast. All right, tip number 4, plan ahead. Make sure you prepare, you know, what you're going to have for the week, meal prep, do your grocery shopping, shop ahead, so that you have your healthy foods always readily available and easily accessible to you. And tip number 5, make sure you take your Juice Plus. All right, this is going to make sure that your body gets the adequate nutrition that you need. Your cells are going to be nourished. So even when I fast, I know that I'm getting nutrition. My body is getting the nutrition that it needs. And it's going to help you with the cravings as well. Number 6 is use our resources. We have so many resources in our healthy living community, from the Shred cookbooks. We have recipes and support groups, delicious smoothie recipes. The smoothies are amazing. So, you know, I'm very excited to shred with all of you. I know we can do this. I believe in all of you. You have the support of the entire Shred community, to include the health coaches, naturopaths, and doctors. We all come together to help each other. So let's do this. Come join us on the Shred. You're going to feel amazing. Thank you, Ro, for letting me share.
Was she excited or what? Okay, so she is a product of the Shred. Thank you for all those wonderful tips. I really appreciate it. In closing, we really do need to make our health a priority. This program will help you sleep better, have less pain, I kid you not, have more energy, be more of a regular, better regularity, and maybe even allow you to get in those jeans that you haven't wore for a while. Please get back to the person that invited you to this call. There is a way that you could actually get your products cheaper than what I showed you on the screen by, sharing it with a couple other people. I mean, surely a few other people that could benefit from a program like this, and this will allow you to get your products for the best price there. So in closing, I'm going to ask you to be the good and share and take care of yourself. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Ro. Thank you